So how do we know if we have a quality product if there's a product in front of us? So there are a number of dimensions of quality depending on whether you have a good or a service. So as we look at a product like a vehicle, what does it mean to be quality? Well, when we define quality for a product, the first thing we look at is performance. So these are going to be our main characteristics or functions of the product. For a car, we're looking at things like how well it handles, how much legroom it has. Then we have to consider things that are aesthetic. How does it look? So what's the appearance? How does it feel? For other products, how does it smell? How does it taste? That would be fit and finish for a vehicle. That would be the interior design. So we look at performance, we look at aesthetics, we look at does it have any special features? For a vehicle, these would be the extra characteristics we're looking for. So maybe we're looking for it to have GPS, for example. Maybe you're looking for it to have a DVD player in the back seat for your kids. So what additional features, these would be secondary characteristics, are you looking for beyond its performance and aesthetics? We have conformance. So conformance is how well the product matches the maker's specs. So when the car was designed, it was designed to be a certain way. Conformance is how well it matches that design. So when we talk about the vehicle acceleration, and it's supposed to be able to accelerate from 0 to 60 in a certain amount of seconds. How well does it actually match what the design is? So if the design is that it should be able to get to 0 to 60 in 7 seconds, how well does it do compared to that? Then we have reliability. Reliability is essentially our consistency of performance. So for a car, if it doesn't break down in 5 years, then it's considered to be a reliable machine. So consistency of the performance. Okay. Then we have durability. So is it resistant to rust? Does it last for a long time? We also have perceived quality. These would be your reputation of the company, the image, is it top rated? So we perceive quality based on the brand. Okay, so we buy certain brands because they have a reputation for being more reliable, more durable, have better performance. So we don't actually know if the car we're getting has those, but we're trusting because we buy a certain brand that it will. So that's perceived quality. We also have to look at service after the sale. This would be our warranties, maintenance. How well does the company handle our complaints? That also indicates quality to us. And then we have latent measures of quality. So this is an assumed measure of quality. And in this case, we're assuming that because the vehicle is even on the road, that it has a certain level of quality. So because it has satisfied government regulations, that it's a certain minimum level of quality. So this is for a product, a good. We look at performance, we look at aesthetics, we look at those secondary features. We look at conformance, how well does it match what it was designed to do. We look at reliability, we look at durability. We looked at perceived quality, so this is the reputation of the company. We look at service after the sale, and we make some assumptions about quality simply because the good is being sold. Let's compare this to a service. So before we were looking at a vehicle, now let's look at a vehicle repair or an oil change. How do you know if you're getting good service? What's the difference between dimensions of quality for a good versus dimensions of quality for a service? Well, as we look at the dimensions of quality for a service, we have some tangibles. So tangible means we can touch, we can feel it. So this would be like the physical appearance of the facility, the equipment, the personnel. If you go to the repair shop, does it look clean and organized? Then we have to consider convenience. So here we're looking at availability. We're looking at accessibility. So are they open evenings and weekends when your car breaks down? Can you get to them? Can you find their location? So how convenient are they as a company? Can you get there when you need to? And can you get to their location? We need to consider reliability. So this one is in both good and service. And we talk about reliability, we're talking about the ability, in this case, for them to perform the service dependably, consistently, accurately. Okay. So every time you go, are they able to fix your problem in a certain amount of time? Do they fix it right the first time? So what is the reliability of the service? Is it dependable? Is it consistent? Is it accurate? We want to look at their responsiveness. So how willing are they to help you as a customer? What if you have some unusual situation or a unique problem? Are they willing to help? Are they willing to try? Do they answer your questions when you ask them? So how responsive are they? We need to consider timeliness. So how long does the service take? So what's the speed? Is the wait time reasonable? And then we need assurance. Is there knowledge being exhibited by the personnel? Does that create confidence for you that they are providing the service correctly? So do they create trust and confidence? Do they seem knowledgeable? Then we have courtesy. Last thing you want is to go to a repair shop and have the people there swear at you. So are they polite? Are you treated, are they friendly? Okay. And then last one we have is consistency. So for consistency, are we getting that same level of quality every time we go in? So as you look at a good or a service that you are providing for the business you work for or the company you're starting up, what does it mean to be quality for your customers? If it's a service, you want to look at tangibles like the physical appearance of your employees and your place, convenience, reliability, responsiveness, timeliness, assurance, courtesy, and consistency. So as you look at your services, are you providing all of these dimensions of quality? If you're providing a good, what are your customers looking for in that good? They're looking for your good to do certain things, so that's the performance. They're looking for it to look a certain way, that's the aesthetics. Is it supposed to do more than one thing? So what are the secondary features? How well does it match what it's designed to do? Is it reliable? Is it durable? What's the reputation of the company? What kind of service do you provide after the fact for returns? So as you look at your products, what is the definition of quality for your good or for your service? And you should be able to tie it back to these dimensions.